Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we escorted the Tonka to the West Wind refugee camp, and then we got them to pledge their allegiance to the Horde. And today, we are in Agmar's Hammer. Let's have a chat here with the leader here, Overlord Agmar.
And thunder.
It's from this throne that I issue the command of Hellscream. His word is life, and his word is death. Victory nears. There remains only two primary threats that stand in our way. One is the dread citadel of Naxxramas far to the east, above the Alliance fortress of Winterguard, and the other is the pit of Narjun, exit point for the undead armies of Azjol Nerub. It is from the pit of Narjun that the Nerubians assaulted and ultimately razed the Tonka village of Ice Mist. We will destroy the Anubar and close off the pit of Narjun. Report to Senior Sergeant WOTLK for your mission orders.
Go forth to victory.
Anubalore Delana.
Image of Archmage Aethys Sunreaver, Kirin Tor. The Moonrest Gardens to the southwest were the final resting place of a group of highborn elves. It was also a ley line nexus. The Blue Dragonflight used a magical device they call a Surge Needle to destroy that nexus, freeing the power to redirect at their will. I want more information, and you are going to get it for me. After the land was destroyed at the ruins, the ghosts of the Highborn rose up and decimated half of the mage hunters there. Go rifle their corpses for clues.
The reckoning is at hand.
Alright, so do we have any other quests here? I don't think we do. Maybe there's one up here. Just want to check this place out a little bit. I don't know how high you can go up. Wow, look at this guy. Orphan and Matron Twin Breeze. It's got a bunch of Tonka orphans up here. Pretty safe spot. Let's look look at these guys. That's awesome. That looks awesome. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's enough pictures. Oh! She didn't really like what we were doing there.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
These infants will live. With love and affection, they will grow to be strong members of the Horde. And with time, the horrible reminders of their shattered lives will fade.
We shall.
That's true. Alright guys, well we have a couple quests. I guess we'll, there's a lot of quests in this one little part of the city here. And this person here has the BOA shoulders. Experience gained from killing monsters and completing quests increased by 10%. So leveling alts in Wrath is going to be pretty damn easy. Well, fast, I should say. Assume it'll be a lot faster than TBC. Let's have a chat with Senior Sergeant
What
WOTLK.
do you need?
You'll crush Arthas. The Scourge cannot withstand to the might of the Horde. The High Executor needs you. It's a good thing that I intercepted this request from High Executor Roth before it got to Overlord Agmar. What is Roth thinking? The Sergeant rips up the letter that he's holding. Rogue. Go see what it is that the High Executor wants. Follow the road east and pass through the Dragon Waste. You'll find a path leading up out of the waste to the southeast side, and the forsaken town of Venomspite will stand before you on the south side of the mountain.
Go with honor.
Victory nears. By land and by air, that's how we will end the Nubar threats. The undead Nerubians that attacked Ice Mist village came from a gigantic sinkhole known as the Pit of Narjun. If left alone, those fiends will no doubt flank our forces at the Wrathgate and end our march to victory. I need eyes on the ground, Freddy Kriller. You are to head west and investigate the Pit of Narjun. We need to locate their primary exit point and seal it off. Find me that location. Alright. Not bad. So I guess we'll get the flight point here. Is he up here? Oh, there he is.
Hail.
We got that now. And there's so many quests here. I think we made this our hearth spot already. Agmar's, yeah. I think we'll sell a couple of things though before we leave.
Strength and honor.
Too bad this guy doesn't sell stuff. Try to find a little vendor here. Alright, let's repair our gear. Sell a couple of pieces of junk. Looks like we got a lot. We got some BOEs and some food. I think we're good to go. I think I don't have his put this here. There we go. Let's start using health pots. Alright, so where are we headed? Looks like we gotta go to Azjol Narub to discover the Pit of Narjun. And then we have to go all the way down here to complete this quest. Looks like Overlord Agmar has another quest for us. We'll pick up one more quest. It doesn't seem like we have too many to do there. And one of them is linked to the dungeon. Maybe we'll do these wanted ones. Wanted dead for treason and other treacherous acts against the Horde. All bounties paid by Captain Gort. By decree of Overlord Agmar, target Magister Calandus, crime, treason, status alive. Magister Calandus, once a mage commander of Agmar's Hammer, is to be killed on sight in the name of the Horde. Calandus was last seen traveling southwest towards Moonrest Gardens to join the Blue Dragonflight in their campaign against magic. Approach with caution, as Calandus is a powerful mage. Do not engage solo. All bounties are paid out by Captain Gort at Agmar's Hammer. I wonder if we can do these solo. They're probably pretty tough. By decree of the Overlord Agmar, target Gigantor. Crime, attacks on the Horde, being ugly. Status alive. The Magnator Lord Gigantor is wanted in relation to a number of attacks against the Horde soldiers and installations of the Dragonblight. Gigantor was last seen wandering the woods and rode south by southeast of Agmar's Hammer. Gigantor should be considered armed and extremely dangerous. Do not engage solo. All bounties are paid off by Captain Gort. And then we have the last one here, Dread Talent. Crime, attacks upon the Horde, status alive. Dread Talent is wanted for numerous attacks upon the Horde caravans traveling to and from Venomspite. Dread Talent makes his home on a bluff overlooking the Ruby Dragon Shrine, east of Agmar's Hammer. He should be approached with extreme caution. Do not engage solo. All bounties are paid out by Captain Gort at Agmar's Hammer. Yeah, there's another quest here. Try to get as many as we can. I'm not going to pick up all of them. That's like a lot. I think that might be a little too much reading. But we'll pick up one more. Not sure which one though. Maybe we'll talk to this guy, Black Blood of Yogg-Saron.
Loktar.
We can get rogue training here. Oh, it's a blacksmith.
Victory.
Angrathar, the Wrathgate. I watched as the metal holding at the gate together pulsed and undulated as if it were alive. In 50 years, I've never seen metal breathe. Only ones who knew anything about it were the Tuskar. They called it Black Blood of Yogg-Saron and told me to keep my distance. There's a sinkhole outside Icemist Village to the west called the Pit of Narjun. I've heard of these sinkholes being rich with this strange ore. If you head that way, could you try and get me some of the samples?
Strength.
Alright, so we got another quest for that pit. Imbeciles abound.
What now?
What is it? Can you see I'm busy? The shipment from the new Agamond was to arrive at Venomspite last week, and then he'd be delivered to me after some simple field test. It is a Horde imperative, the last piece of the victory puzzle, Centaur size. It is quite disheartening to know that you are surrounded by imbeciles and incompetent boobs. You must travel to Venomspite, near the eastern border of Dragonblight. Find the buffoon Middleton and let him know that I'm waiting on the package.
Goodbye.
A Death Knight? Looks like it. Alright, so that should be enough, I guess. Who's this guy? Dude marked for death. I cultist Zangus. I witnessed his treachery with my own eyes. This traitor led the Anubar assault on the stronghold, taking out some of my best soldiers, Gort shakes his head. He'd been working with the Scourge the whole time, and we didn't even have a clue. How many more like Zangus are there? We'll find them all, and when we do, Gord makes a cutting motion across his neck. First on the list, Zangus. Our scouts report that he is hiding in the pit of Narjun, west of here. Find him, kill him, bring me his head.
For the Horde.
Alright. A lot of group quests here. Just want to check and see if there's any more like Narjun quests. So I think that's probably where we're going. Alright, so let's get out of here. One more guy here, containing the rot.
Well met.
My charge at Agmar's hammer extends far beyond the care of animals at the stables. With Scourge comes death and disease. We often overlook that the wildlife of a Scourge-infested area is ravaged and ultimately destroyed by rot and contagion. For most of the indigenous beasts of the Dragonblight, it is too late. The festering disease that the Scourge brings has already infected the beast, and they are now rabid and rotting. You must venture west towards the pit of Narjun and call the infected wildlife. Check their corpses for a preserved organ, as we need one to devise a vaccine. Alright, so that's a lot of Pit of Narjun quests. Let's head over there and see what's going on. There we go. Look at these bears. Alright, so we have to slay some infected ones. Rot-resistant organ. Assume that just comes off of them. We got this mining pick. Get the mine black blood of the Ogsaron from special nodes. Alright, so that seems to be the only thing we need to really worry about. Looks like our poisons are going to fall off, so we'll put some back on. Go, got the organ already. Taking some serious damage here. Let's use a health pot. Been enjoying Dragonblight so far. On the Alliance side, there's a pretty epic, I think it's over here. Pretty epic fort on their side as well. The Horde one's pretty nice too. And I've never seen Tauren babies before in WoW. That was kind of cool. It's almost like a hidden, sort of like a hidden thing. So where are these wars? I guess we have to go into a mine. I should look for a cave here. Oh, here it is. I guess this Yogg-Saron blood must be corrupting all these animals. I didn't know Yogg-Saron was like controlling the Nerubians. Like they say they're a part of the Scourge, but maybe they're more connected to Yogg-Saron. Who knows? Well, there we go, we're done with the wildlife. Now it's time for us to head down here. We have to, let's get the samples. We'll probably pick up these dungeon quests, because why not? We will be, venturing into Asjol and Nerub soon. I wonder how much gold we'll have by the time we hit 80. I'm thinking like close to 10k. It's gotta be. I think you probably make like 3 to 4k just from leveling to level 80. Like 70 to 80. And supposedly the dailies give out a lot of gold too. Like someone was telling me that they're getting like 400 gold with just 20 minutes of dailies. And I think it's like the jewel crafting daily, and then there's another one, but I forget what that it was. It's probably because of the epic gems you get from it. I gotta get my JC up like right away. Once I hit 80. Try to get those going. You got eggs down here. All you can hear are these like beetles roaring. Here comes one. Who's this guy? High Cultist Zangus. Got some of that like TBC Warlock armor. Is he gonna cast anything? Yeah, there's a Shadow Bolt. What we got over here? Little mine. I wonder where we get these quests from. Maybe it's inside of the dungeon? We'll keep going low until we hit the bottom. Alright, so one more ore. And there's a quest giver right there. Looks like we had to have a chat with one of these Nubar. Clicks the Unraveler. Betrayers, the day of reckoning comes, and with it comes your end. See if your Lich King saves you from the Ancient One's judgment. Now you die. Who's he talking to? He's talking to these other bugs. So they're summoning. Be wary, undead. This is no place for the meek. An enemy of Arthas. We are the midst of a civil war. At the heart of this world, the last living members of my species defend themselves against total annihilation. The Lich King seeks to rule the kingdom of Azjol Nerub at any cost. Those that do not acquiesce are branded enemies of the Scourge and marked for death. In Arthas, we both have an enemy. Join our cause and rid this place of the taint of Nubar. Let a Nubarak himself hear the anguish of their death cries. Death of the Traitor King. Nubarak, the Traitor King, makes his home in the once proud underland of Azjol Nerub. Since his betrayal, he has twisted and perverted our homeland into the wretched squalor it is today. He rules over an army of undead Nerubians who, like their leader, have pledged themselves to serving the Lich King. Bring an end to the Traitor King's reign, Rogue. You will be doing a great service to both of our peoples. If you manage to succeed where all others have failed, bring me the husk of a Nubarak. Throughout Azjol Nerub, the Scourge Nerubians carefully nurture eggs that will soon hatch, providing them even greater numbers. It would do little good for the caverns to be cleansed of the undead that stain them if these foul eggs were left to hatch and take their place. As you explore the expanse that was once Azjol Nerub, be sure to clear out ancient home of any Scourge eggs you find. The Faceless One. In my people's struggle against the forces of the undead, they dug deeper as they lost ground. In desperation, they dug too deep. We inadvertently exposed the tendril of the old god's will, which was made manifest in the creatures known only as the Faceless. In the end, we could not fight on two fronts against such powerful enemies. Our misfortune cost us the war against the undead and ultimately our home. Enter Ankeret, Rogue, and cleanse our former home of these faceless atrocities. Oh, okay. So now we know. So it looks like they're being attacked by Yogg-Saron in Ankeret. And then Azjol Nerub has the Traitor King that has sided with the Lich King. Pretty unfortunate for them. Nubar Overlords. So we have to find those guys. I think those guys might be inside the dungeon. I assume. Nope, they're right here. But they are getting wrecked. I wonder if any are here. Here's another one. Yeah, we'll probably do those dungeons soon. Maybe even next episode. Seem to have, I would assume, all majority of the quests for it. Oh, here's a bunch of them. There's some eggs, but I think those are the eggs we're looking for. Okay, so that might be the end. Guess we can turn this quest in here. Let's head back quick. I think it's this way. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it should be right here, right? There we go. Maybe we'll get another quest after this. There are thousands more, and they will spill out from every dark crevice in Northrend. Alone you stand no chance, but together, maybe. You have proven that you are willing to assist the Azeroth Empire in its time of need, and such, the Azeroth Empire will assist the Horde. Take the scroll back to your leader. It documents the strengths and weaknesses of the Nerubians attacking Icemist Village. Consider it a gesture of good faith, a willingness to help your people. Use the knowledge on these pages to crush the Anubar, and you will have done a service for us all. Farewell, Undead. Alright, so we got a decent amount of quests to turn in at Egmar's Hammer, so I guess we'll head back there. There's Killix's battle plan. It'd be cool if they actually wrote something on this. But I guess they wanted to save money, right? They didn't want to hire more writers. So they just stopped doing stuff like that. What have you got there? Overlord Egmar looks over the document. Is this what I think it is? With the information contained within these pages, we will crush the Anubar assault. You have done well to bring this document to me, Freddy Kriller. Perhaps you will be allowed to watch or even participate in the final battle at Angrathar Loktar. Alright, so we'll take the plate boots.
Strength.
We'll most likely sell them eventually. Let's turn in all these quests here. Should get a decent amount of XP. That damn sinkhole must be directly connected to Azjol Narub. This is worse than I thought. Chuktok pauses to think for a moment. Seek and destroy, that'll be the next course of action. Tonka are now our brothers in arms. We must show our solidarity and retake Icemist Village. You will find Icemist Village west of Egmar's Hammer, sitting at the foot of the mountains. Travel there and challenge the Anubar Nerubians. Plant our beloved Horde banner at the Icemist Village and destroy all that dare come to tear it down. Let the Anubar feel the true might of the Horde. Let our battle standard be the last thing that they see before death. Let's see what Boris has to say. What's life without risks? It's so light, as if it weighs nothing at all. I'll need time to analyze the metal and see if I can do anything with it. Tests. I need to run tests. I'll keep in contact, Freddy Kriller. If anything comes of this, you'll be the first to know. I can't make a damn thing out of this ore. It simply will not hold together. Despite my best efforts, the Scourge metal will not bend. Perhaps, if I had some samples of some forged Scourge armaments, I might be able to reverse engineer the process by which the items are created. Icemist Village is crawling with armored Scourge and Rubians. Go there and get me some Scourge armaments. With your help, I might actually succeed in creating something from this ore. You'll find Icemist to the west.
May your blades never dull. How may I aid you?
Kill the beasts and prevent the spread, and bring me a rot-resistant organ. Pains me to put animals down, but it is a service that must be performed. Now we move on to the next step, inoculation. Forsaken allies have sent their apothecary corps here to assist us in destroying the Scourge at the Wrathgate. One among them, Dr. Sintar Malpheus, is a well-versed in the Scourge, rot, and methods of containing the spread. I had previously worked out a deal with him in regards to devising a vaccine for wildlife. He's since been waiting on the organ. Deliver this rot-resistant organ to Dr. Malpheus and let him know it's from me. He'll direct you on your next task.
Ancestors watch over you.
Alright. Well, really, it's from me. But I guess we did the quest for him. Let's turn this one in.
Strength and honor.
Is that the severed orc head in your pack? Or are you just happy to see me? Cord holds a head up and stares into its dead eyes. I told you we'd get you. Here's your reward, Rogue. That's one less headache for us to worry about.
Dab.
The good doctor.
What is it?
What now? The oafish man cow actually acquired a rot-resistant organ? Curses. I was certain that task would keep his malformed mind occupied well into the next millennium. Well, give it here, boy. I have much to do without your feeble needs getting in the way. How fortuitous it is that the ruby dragon shrine lays just to the east. It is there you will find a flower called the ruby lilac. This life-giving plant is all that I need to concoct a vaccine for the untainted beasts of this region. Travel east and search the ruby dragon shrine for the lilac. Just one thing, the dragon shrine, like all other dragon shrines in this blasted wasteland, is beset by the scourge. Watch your step. We wouldn't want you to be devoured by an ember worm. Centaur laughs. Alright, so we got a bunch of new quests there. But I think we'll call this episode here. Next episode, maybe we will head over to Ice Mist Village, try to get it back for the Tonka. Or maybe we'll get into a dungeon group for Azjul Narub. That is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.